attorney.
Okay, welcome back everybody. Let us continue. Yeah, it's been a while since I last recorded. I had some catching up to do with other series on the channel, so it's currently last recording was on the 6th of August and now it's 17th. I'm switching to the other POV, you know. I really, truly wished I had gotten to know him sooner. Oh yeah, and this song. So good. Yes, I had fled from the mansion in fear of him. But maybe if I'd had just a little more courage. Enough to tell him the truth. Maybe he would have listened. I had let my initial impression of him solidify too quickly. I need to lower the music on myself. I had convinced myself he was insensitive and perpetually expressionless, save for the Arctic stare. He looks so sad there. But the man standing before me did experience sadness, pain, distress, or at the very least, he appeared to, from where I was standing. Michelle was, just like me, an ordinary person. That said, there was still plenty I didn't know. I was still lacking explanations for much of his behavior. Would you mind telling me about yourself now? I'd like to get to know you better. What are you doing here in this mansion, all alone? Why do you call yourself cursed? I told you everything. It's only fair you do the same. I have no interest in using your information for anything. I have no reason to. Or are you going to keep pushing the master and servant line? Do you still think I have no need to know? Be quiet! For the love of God, stop talking already! You always pick the worst time. What? Excuse me? What do you mean, I always pick the worst time? No, I wasn't... Unbelievable! Just when I was starting to think you might actually be a decent human being, then you go and spout this! No, Giselle, I wasn't talking to you. Ooh. Witch's whisperings. Who else could it have been? I was, talking to... You know, I have a condition that forces me to vocalize objections to my own thoughts. You know, that's about as convincing as my allergic to people excuse. Sorry. Uh, um, Weirdo. What crosses did he bear? What secrets did he keep? Maybe the truth was far beyond my reckoning. And if it was, even if he did, please tell me everything. No matter what you say, I won't doubt your words. I will trust you, and I'm sure I can accept anything you say. Please, if you don't put it into words, I have nothing to work with. Okay. Where should I start, though? How about the curse, then? Are you actually cursed? That's a difficult question. I cannot, for example, take someone's life with my curse, nor can I bring about a disaster. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna assume he is telling the truth here, so this is lore. I don't have any magical powers like that. So, what you said outside was a bluff, then? It was just a way to chase the villagers away. Well, you certainly put on a convincing performance. So, you can't actually curse anyone. Huh. Regardless, I am human. Nothing more, nothing less. At least, I consider myself one. Others would disagree, and the reason for that has to do with my body. Your skin, hair, and eye color, right? Right. So very translucent. Very ethereal. Seeing Michel under the sun, he certainly wasn't what most people would consider normal. Awe-inspiring, in fact. Giving birth to me, it broke my mother. No, I drove her mad. Not only did I appear inhuman, I'm oversensitive to sunlight. While a little light through the window isn't much of a problem, I can't be outside directly under the sun for more than a couple hours. And that's an actual horrible condition. Luckily it's very rare, but like it's actually horrible. When she realized I couldn't go out into the sun, my mother started thinking I was possessed by a demon. So, she banished me to this mansion until my curse was broken. That was 10 years ago. Just because you look different from them? The family's reputation was at stake too. Yeah, that's aristocrat families for you, I guess. Especially in the olden times. If other noble houses realized they were giving refuge to an unholy creature. It would destroy Bollingers. You saw how the villagers reacted. They called me a demon when they saw me. I suspect the rumors about the mansion played a part in that. Definitely did, but yeah. But his appearance, in addition to those rumors, definitely solidified their preconceived ideas and notions. If nobody thought the house was cursed, they wouldn't have. I wish I could think and believe that, but I still have a feeling that there would be some, if not the majority of people who would still be like, whoa, that's an odd looking fellow living in this haunted house, seemingly pale skin, white hair, what is going on here? And they would be kinda spooked. Not maybe to the point of calling him instantly a demon when they see him, but you know. Close enough still to incite indiscrimination. I'm sure you were afraid as well. You saw me and thought I was not of this world, that I looked like a demon. I thought you looked like an angel. Aw. What? I at least thought you looked more like an angel than a demon. It never once crossed my mind that you might be evil. I don't know. When I hear that someone was banished to somewhere, I think they were banished because of a crime. But, you know. But I understand your situation now. Because of your appearance, you've lived all alone in this dark mansion for 10 years. It was never really an inconvenience. They bring me all the supplies I need. You big liar. Have you never considered running away? That's not an option. Because of the sun? No. I could move during the night if I really wanted to. I'm being watched. To ensure I don't leave. Watched? They can't allow anyone to find out that I am alive, particularly at the Bollinger estate. If I were to run and they were to find out, I would probably be killed. If only I didn't stand out so much, I might be able to stay out of sight easier. But also, I had been holding on to a little hope. I think hope that I might be able to return someday. I have all but given up that hope now, though. Not that I ever had enough willpower to really fight for it. I see. You don't need to worry about pitying me either. It's long since become normal to me. That's not something that should ever become normal. So, what was that really a moment ago? You don't actually have a condition that makes you argue with yourself, do you? Please, tell me. Like, I don't know, at this point obviously, it's very likely. Like, we've clearly seen the witch's whisperings, but I'm still at this point because I think the only time the witch has manifested was in front of Michelle. Like, so I'm still kinda holding out onto an idea that maybe Michelle just has schizophrenia and yeah, Morgana doesn't exist anywhere outside of his mind. But we'll see. I'm more so leaning towards the idea that she actually does exist. But we'll see. Please, tell me. You don't have to believe me. In fact, I doubt you will. You're free to think I'm completely mad. Don't worry, I want to know. I can hear the witch's voice. The witch's voice? It started when I first arrived at the mansion. Also, this track is one of the few where there's actual lyrics being sang, so very fitting to be having it in this conversation. I like it. No one else can hear it either. Yeah. Like I said, it sounds crazy. No, not at all. I said I would trust you, so I believe you. Maybe he's not well. Yeah, that has to be it. 10 years all alone in one place and you're bound to start hearing things. He seems like a delicate person too. Thinking about it like that, I'm starting to feel really sorry for him. Do I want to know what you're thinking? I'm here for you. I've made up my mind. I'm going to stay here with you. Wait, what? Don't worry. I'll shout so loud you won't be able to hear that silly witch's voice anymore. That's so sweet. I mean, yeah. It's still, like, I'm 95% in favor of the witch actually existing because we have to somehow get to the modern times. Yeah, we don't have really any other, like, sci-fi fantasy elements here other than the witch, like, brought up. I guess the curse, but, you know, that's just part of hearing the witch, so, yeah. Or maybe it could be the mansion itself, you know, just stepping into the mansion, granting them some kind of immortality, but, you know. Will you now? If you hear it again, let me know. Understood? You don't have to be afraid. I never said I was. Whenever you hear it, I'll be there with you, holding your hand. That's sweet. And also a nice touch to the can't hold your hand idea we had previously. Uh, well, we kind of took the extremely long route, but there you have it. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Master. Hmm. Also, that's really fun because, of course, in the present times, the maid Giselle is calling Michelle Master. Master. Now, where should we begin? I know. Supper. Are you hungry? What should I make? Slow down, please. What is it? If there's something you'd like, I'm happy to accommodate. You actually intend to stay here? Again? After what happened last time? Because of what happened. Because of that, we're finally able to see past each other's surface. I want us to try again, from the beginning. And this time, actually try to be considerate of one another's feelings. That's a promise, Master. Oh, right. I can stay here, right? I don't mind. I'm glad to hear it. Say... Yes, Master? If you ever want something from me, could I please ask you to put it in the words? I don't have much faith in my ability to pick up on things. Got it! Then here's something to start with. What do you say we open some of these windows? Open the windows? Yeah! We don't have to if you think it will cause you problems, but it would be nice to get a little light in here. I'd like to put an end to this house being a dark, closed-off cave. I wasn't the one who barred the windows. You weren't? They were like that when I arrived. Made it seem like a very appropriate place to lock me away. While I am sensitive to light, yes, as I mentioned, a little sun through the window shouldn't cause any problems. Alright then, can I ask you to help me open them? Let's both lighten this place up. That was sweet. After a few moments of silence, Michelle gave me a curt nod. While we couldn't do anything about the windows that had been boarded up, the two of us forced open the ones that were just covered by rusted over shutters. When we got the first one open, a beautiful stream of light, like nothing I had ever seen before. Flooded into the dark mansion's halls. I can see this, if this was ever to get an anime adaptation or some kind of visual medium, like, I could see that being a very, like, emotional climax moment. This has been a good reconciliation scene. I had assumed that spring would never come. All we had to do was talk to each other, listen to each other, and everything else would fall into place. But it was that first step that was so hard, so much harder than either of us had expected. And now that the ice was melting, we had to treasure that. It might not have seemed like much to someone else, but to us, it was a huge accomplishment. Yeah. It's a new place. That was a great scene, yeah. Like, after so much, like, unfortunate tragedy and, you know, miscommunication, drama, it's nice to get an actual reconciliation between them, helping them to lighten up and open up to each other. But also that makes me really scared because, you know, in order for us to get to the present, well, I think the relationship portion is kinda on the right track right now. Like, they need to get to a position where they will have such a strong will later on to search each other throughout the ages, or at least Michelle will, and Giselle will just to delude herself. But yeah, something still needs to go wrong. I feel like some kind of tragedy needs to occur to tear down and blast open their idyllic life at the mansion. Mm. But yeah, I can definitely visualize Giselle giving that monologue and then opening the window and a beautiful sunlight just bursts in with an emotional music cue. Yeah, really like it. Also, there was I think one cool line here. Um, yeah, but it was that first step that was so hard. Yeah, this is such a great idea in itself. I don't know. I don't have much to say about it, but I really like the idea that it's like the very first step, the most hard thing to do is to actually break the ice to do that initial thing. After that, it like the second step will be a bit easier, and the third step a bit easier. Each step going forward should be a bit easier. It's just you need to have the courage and mental fortitude, determination to do that actual first step. Yeah. Now that the ice was melting, we had to treasure that. It might not have seemed like much to someone else, but to us it was a huge accomplishment. These are actual good bars. Yeah. I had assumed that spring would never come. Mm, yeah. Really like it. Really like it. Okay. Random curtain. We'll see what will go wrong. Is it gonna be the witch interfering, Michelle's quote unquote curse kicking in to disrupt things, or will the villagers or the lord who discovered the villagers rush in, or maybe it's the Bollingers family? One of those things I feel like will be the trigger to ruin this slow reconciliation and trust buildup between them, or maybe not ruin their trust buildup, but bring an end to their peaceful lives here. Well, quote unquote peaceful lives. It could also be the person who's keeping watch of Michelle, the huntsman. Mm, I don't know. I'm kinda, just because this game has so many themes of like regular human interactions and the huge um traps of like miscommunication. I just feel like it's gonna be something very like not basic is the wrong word. I feel like the trigger for everything to go wrong eventually will be because of something mundane, as in the villagers just come back for revenge again because they need more resources or something. Much like in Door 4, they did come. Hmm. Yeah, that would fit. But I could easily see it being the family Bollingers as well. We'll see. Okay, you've seen. You getting along with Michelle, Giselle? This time, it'll all work out. It has to. Uh, I had all the confidence in the world when we were together. But now that I'm alone in the dark. Wait, what? Huh? Are just alone in this current specific moment in this room and he's somewhere else in the mansion? Or wait, what? Did something happen? Hello? This time it'll all work out. It has to dot dot dot. You're scaring me. Did we time skip? Something happened when we were together. Hmm. I'm just gonna assume it's referring to being in the same room and now you're not. But we'll see. But now that I'm alone, in the dark, in the absolute silence of the night, I'm starting to get anxious again. Starting to feel like something bad is going to happen. Like I'm going to mess something up again. Ooh. I think I like this idea even more than the mundanity of the villagers coming back for revenge. Yeah, Giselle screwing up the relationship. That would be mm, that would be a tragic way to end things. Because I'm not sure, just based on my own perceptions, it feels like Michelle. By the end of this, Michelle will need to end up in a mental state where he cares for Giselle and looks for her through the ages, but Giselle needs to end up in a mental state where she's given up and has deluded herself into being the witch. In that would mean that she will screw up and will blame everything on herself to the point of thinking she is the actual witch. I feel like that would fit, but obviously there are other alternative ideas that will make the story work too and get us to the necessary points. Mm. Or I could be just slightly misreading the characters and their mental states, which obviously is very possible given the nature of this whole visual novel. Like I'm going to mess up something up again. We took a big step today, and I know I have to keep it together to keep thinking positive. Today, okay, yeah. The bed. The goods you're after, Giselle, are not cheap. Understand? Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the woman hath committed 3 sins. She has lied, she has stolen, and she has betrayed her fellow man. Oh no. It's all right. It's okay. Hmm. There's nothing to be afraid of, Giselle. Whatever happens, you have to hold fast to your faith in the goodness of others. You have no reason to tremble. Um, uh, yes, come in. Uh, that's odd. I don't think I was hearing things. I'm scared. What's behind the door? No. There's no one there. Morgana? What are you doing, Morgana? Mmm. Mmm. I'm scared. This is a fun idea. Like, yeah, I like the way she thinks. I'm also kind of similar, but kind of different because, well, no, my faith is the complete opposite. I'm a pessimist in nature, but my actions uh are very contrary. My actions always make it to so that I seem like I believe in the goodness of others. So like even if I don't trust a person, my actions will say that I trust the person just because, I don't know. It's a weird thing. Yeah, what's going on? I mean, we flashed back to Antonin and Amity. Obviously, it was her having a nightmare about them or like reminiscing about important lines said to her, but hmm, there's there's no one there. What was that about? Oh, a glass. It's wine, and it's so warm. I guess he heated it on the fire for me. Mm. Oh, you could have at least said hi. Yeah, believing in the goodness of others. Meanwhile, here I am a pessimist and thinking, the witch left it or something. Also, the wine has the association to the cellar, and I'm afraid of the cellar. But you know, I would still accept and drink it, even if it was some kind of trap. Um, I have a feeling this is going to work out. I hope so. I truly hope so. Don't jump scare me. Such a long black screen. Okay. Oh. That was scarier than anything else. Okay, are we back to present or what is going on? um, or is this still in the past, but she has taken a maid outfit and is now looking like her present self? The light shining in through the windows is swallowed whole by the darkness, as if to say our time together never actually existed. Ooh, that's a scary idea. We saw it, though. Together, we watched the light crack open the darkness. I'm begging you, please remember, yeah, present time. Please find yourself. Please, Giselle, don't let the things you felt, the warmth that fell over us, remain lost to you. I might have seen it. Oh, seen that most beautiful light. Giselle. But are these truly my memories? Should they not be someone else's tale? Like all the others we have seen so far. She was so bright and energetic, and I am neither of those. Besides, the maid needs not a tale of her own. This is not a story. These are memories. um, Mine and your memories, no one else's. It was all very much real, as were the kinder, happier days that came next. Kinder, happier days. Those words create a strange warmness within my chest. But at the same time, they make me indescribably anxious. Is there really happiness to be found down that road? Even if our past doesn't lead to happiness, it couldn't be worse than where we are now. Come, Giselle, to the spring that made us more than just strangers. Springtime, from winter to spring. Master? Oh, wrong button. I was holding a drink in my other hand, so I tried using my left hand on the space. But nope. Master? Come on, get up. Up with you. Master? Oh. See? What did I tell you? It's so much nicer here with a little light. Morning. Wait a sec. Don't you hide under your bedspread. Always loved when OSTs bring lyrics in. Don't hide under your bedspread, yeah. Damn, this is a nice song. Get out of there! I'm fine with my room staying dark. What's she even doing in here? Oh, but Master, you agreed that I could open the windows. I did, yes. Don't worry, I've put curtains up. If it gets too bright, you can draw them. Mornings take the best parts of being outside and squeeze them all into the same few hours. You don't have to go outside in the sunlight for it either. Just listen to all the wonderful sounds. The joyous songs of the birds, the swaying of the trees, the rustling of leaves. Am I being as pushy as I feel right now? Kind of. Ooh, I like that face. I mean, you know. But you wouldn't be you if you weren't. So for now, I won't get on you about it. Also, now that I know your real intentions, no, never mind. I completely misjudged you. You're the exact opposite of what I thought you were. What did you think of me? Let's see. I thought you were cold and cruel, heartless and incomprehensible. But I'm beginning to get a better idea. You try to put on airs, but you're really rather childish. You have a short temper, but can be surprisingly playful. What else? You have a pretty difficult personality too. There's not a single good trait on that list. And now, hear me out. That's not everything. You gave me a chance to talk, and you listened intently. You can be kind of nice too. We agreed that we would live together, not just in the same house. So we've got plenty of time to add more to the list. And I hope you can make your own list about me too. This is just the beginning, after all. We've got a long, long time ahead of us. Longer than you can ever imagine. Plenty enough to get to know each other, no? Let's not waste any time, then. What do you say we do something today that we haven't been able to before? Where should we begin? Oh, I know. We can get this place cleaned up. You want to clean? Now that there's some actual light in here, we can see all sorts of things we'd probably rather not. Like dust all over the place. My vision was still slightly unfocused, having not completely escaped from Morpheus's embrace. But I could see well enough to catch her smiling brightly. I'm not familiar too much. I mean, is Morpheus, seemingly related to dreams. I know Morpheus from Matrix, which is kind of related to dreams or dreaming or being in a slumber. Prophecy related? I don't know. Someone can fill me in on the mythos of this name. I feel like I've heard Morpheus's embrace before, but not sure. Not sure. That was the first time I had gotten a good look at her in the light. I could see facial features I had missed during yesterday's commotion, and those glittering eyes. Not even a trace of the tribulation she had endured tainted her pure jade eyes. She's surprisingly good looking. Yeah, she is. Big fan of her design. I am clearly not myself right now. Yeah, don't have all the defenses up right from the get-go when you wake up. Is something the matter, Master? I know, you're still half asleep, aren't you? I guess I'm just going to have to throw my best bucket of water on you. What is a best bucket of water? I'm awake. I'm awake. Is there something on my face then? Just far too amusing a sight to wake up to. Amusing? Oh, just get out of bed already. What a noisy morning. Cute. Very cute. I got my first decent look at Michel's face under the light that morning. Watching him stifle a yawn as he crawled out of bed. All the little details I hadn't been able to pick up on in the darkness. His expressions, mannerisms, and the way he looked at me. I could see facial features I had missed during yesterday's commotion, and those vivid, all-consuming red eyes. I was probably, no, almost certainly, making a really dumb face at him. Aw. Both of them getting to finally see each other for who they really are. Yeah. The darkness being dispelled, them being truthful to each other. Yeah. Both in a physical and metaphorical sense, seeing each other. Really cute. Really cute. Also, both of them, or at least Michelle, explicitly describing Giselle as cute, so budding romance, but this also, yeah, most likely going to be a romance between them. Is it just me, or is he kind of, no, very pretty? Yeah, there we go. How could I have not noticed until now? Oh, jeez. Well, I can't look him in the eyes. Yes? What can I do for you? Is there something on my face? Repeating the lines to each other. Also, this kind of relationship reminds me of Kizumonogatari. Yeah. What? No, huh? A hair monster? Excuse me? No, your hair. It's really long. Yeah, that's it. Way too long. Oh, is that any way for a servant to speak to her master? I'm just kidding. That's a wild face. Kind of teasing smug, but also the other eye feels like it's more closed than the other. I don't have any interest in holding your status against you anymore. I see. It's really hard to tell if he's joking or not. Yeah, I agree. So, about that cleaning. May I wash my face first? What? You're going to help? As I just said, I'm not going to act like I'm superior to you anymore. Ah! What are you snickering about? I can't help it. I'm happy. If my hair really does bother you, you can cut it. Huh? I can cut it? Of course. I'll give you the best haircut you've ever had. Oh, but I should warn you. You want to stay perfectly still. I'm a monster with a pair of scissors. My sister always said you were as likely to lose an ear as you were your hair whenever I cut it. Yikes. But yeah, sure. Nice little quirk on her. You stay away from me. Nice. That was funny. These sudden emotional bursts from Michelle. I was shocked at how much more comfortable... Oh, Michelle. I was shocked at how much more comfortable I felt around her only one day after following our opening to each other. Also, I like the track going in the background. Very unique. Maybe this was normal, and I had simply never felt it before. I didn't know. I had thought it would take years of work to get close enough to someone to be able to have a conversation without picking apart every little detail. But here I was, a day later, already there. Was that how it usually worked? Did people normally get close and draw apart so freely? I didn't find it unpleasant to have someone else around. It depends, definitely. But maybe you two are just, meant to be, and that's how it is. Sometimes you just instantly connect with others when you give them the chance and break through the ice. It was a strange feeling, yeah. I feel like this backing track really describes your kinda confusion, but also your, I guess, bewilderment is the better word to use. All that friction had dissipated in an instant, and it was like we had known each other for years. Though not entirely willingly, we began sharing meals, something I had always done by myself. Hey, I see you shoving aside that parsnip. You need to eat everything. Do you have any idea why there was so much rotting parsnip in the cellar? I don't care for it. You could at least pretend to be ashamed. Yeesh, you're not a kid, so don't be so picky. It's not good for you. Hasn't caused any problems thus far. It will soon enough. I can't believe you. We have limited supplies and you won't eat your vegetables? Oh, a question. I've got an idea. Go on. Is the list of supplies sent by your family set in stone? Meaning? I was just wondering if it was possible to make requests. If I could, I would just go out on a shopping trip. Perish the thought. The only village around here is the one you came from. Right. Say, are you saying that out of concern from... Who would ever be concerned about you? I just want to be able to sleep well at night. And I'm not interested in throwing more servants to the lions. You know, you're a whole lot simpler of a person than I first thought. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, nothing. Back to your question about the delivery. Yes, you can. I haven't made any requests recently, but you can write what you want on a sheet of parchment. Or, if we don't have any, something similar. Put it in the box and leave it outside. As long as your request is not completely unreasonable, it should arrive with the next package. Why? Is there something you need? Maybe she wants to cook for you the dishes she knows best. Yeah, I was hoping to increase our selection of vegetables. And while I'm at it, if possible... Actually, that's a secret. A secret? It's nothing too exciting. I'll tell you when the time is right. Huh. That's cute, yeah. My relationship with Michelle gradually transitioned from master and servant to something closer to friends. He was still my master, but he allowed me almost complete freedom. And he didn't order me around either. He even gave me a hand with my work. Nice, that's actually really nice. Though he was still not very talkative, and oftentimes hard to read, yeah. He at least seemed to be making an effort to close the gap. He would, on occasion, tell me about himself, though not in much detail, and anytime his family came up, he grimaced uncomfortably. Apparently, his father had wanted him dead. His brothers, though, had worked to create a scenario in which he could live, faking his death and sending him to this remote mansion. Yeah, I'm on the side, like, good going, brothers, but I still have my reservations because of the letter the coachman took back. Because, I mean, yeah, it was like supposedly to hide the fact that Michelle was even alive, or yeah, from the father, but still, that's kind of sus. Oh wait, did I skip a line? No. I had never encountered Michelle's brothers while at his family's estate, but assuming he was right, and it was one of them who had given me that letter, they were likely our only allies at that house. Yeah, I truly hope so. I currently am in favor of that, yeah. I don't know what he's thinking. It's been 10 years, Michelle had muttered, to which I had replied, have faith. Yeah, that works with your character. it was better to believe in something, even if it felt silly and unreasonable, than to lose faith in everything. Yep, I agree. Even though I'm more of an atheist myself, I still kinda would like to believe that there is something out there. Like, not a god necessarily, but maybe something cool like a simulation going on. But I'm not placing my bets on it. But you know, like I previously mentioned about myself, I have more pessimistic thoughts, but I still act in contrast to that, as if I were to believe in something. My being able to find renewed belief in the kindness of people was what had allowed me to start smiling again, after all. Yeah, that's really sweet. Because I was able to have that faith, I was able to enjoy life once more. Also, she's a really strong human, because after going through everything she has, she still managed to find faith. I mean, it actually, I'm so glad that it's a part of her, like, core beliefs, that it's better to believe in something than nothing, even if it's unreasonable. That core idea has managed to, like, keep her together as a person. Even if she's broken down on multiple occasions, she can always pick herself eventually back up because of that idea. It wasn't an exciting or thrilling life. It was a humble, simple one with just the two of us. But I wouldn't trade that life for anything. Some people might think of it dull or dreary, but it was ours. Yeah. Master, I really, truly appreciate that you want to help with the cooking. I do, honestly, but... Yeah, he's not good at it, right? This is apocalyptic. This is mutinous. This is an affront to gastronomy. This is unearthly disgusting. Get me better ingredients. What? I'm not a bad cook. These are simply bad ingredients. If they were better, they would taste just fine being boiled. And it's not as bad as you claim. Besides, you make a mockery of the culinary arts! I've been eating this for years. I don't see the problem. I've heard quite enough, Master. It sounds like I'm going to need to put your taste buds through some intense rehabilitation. I have to teach him what real food tastes like. Otherwise, he won't be able to appreciate it if I make him something really good. Yeah, this is a really funny comedic scene, but also, yep, this as I think that she is wanting to order new ingredients so she can cook him up something, but in his current state he wouldn't be able to appreciate it. The library. It's kind of in the middle of a scene, but I think we are gonna leave it here. Yeah. There might be only a few more scenes here, but I think we've gotten the gist of this section. Their idyllic life, them bonding over, getting to know each other, cracking jokes, and trying to make each other better, and yeah. this was another really good part. Like, honestly, door 5 has been amazing throughout. Like, there hasn't been a single part where I was bored. Not that the previous doors have had any part where I was bored, but like, this whole game has been such a deviation from my usual normal self, what I consume in terms of media. Like, I'm normally always drawn to like fantasy, comedy, ecchi, isekai stuff. So like, I consume a lot of slop, a lot of like really simple stuff where I don't need brain power, or where I don't need to like invest intense emotions into caring about the characters. And this is the complete opposite, so yeah. Initially, like, the first 2 or 3 doors, like, it was a process to get used to things, but yeah, I've been... I did enjoy them, and they were very novel experiences, but like, door 5 has been insanely good. Obviously, all the twists were amazing, like 10 out of 10, but like, yeah, I've been really drawn into this whole door. Like, each time, even if there has been a bit of a break since my last time recording, I'm immediately drawn in. Yeah. Yeah, cool. This time we got to get over the reconciliation and, yeah, transition from the cold, harsh winter, both physically and emotionally, to the warm spring where the ice is broken. Things are warming up, and we even got to see a bit of the present time too here, which was nice. Yeah, basically we're just gonna do some character interactions and get to bond before eventually, I assume, some kind of event triggering a cataclysmic event that sends them spiraling out into beyond the time. I don't know. Yeah. Ooh, I just had an idea. Because Giselle assumedly sent now ingredient or like things she wants into the mansion. Maybe someone will read that and be like, wait, that's not something that Michelle has ever asked for, and they get suspicious, and that could be the trigger. Yeah, that's something. I do like the idea most, I think, of the Giselle herself screwing things up. Either, well, not intentionally, obviously, but yeah, unintentionally. But I'm fine if it's any of the other ideas I brought up, or something else too. But I'm most leaning towards the idea that Giselle will somehow screw up, or the the townsfolk come back, just because in door 4 that's how things ended. Yeah, cool. Really love her design. Also Booba. Yeah. Okay, we'll leave it here. Patreon early access hopefully soon, up to 2 weeks. I'm still catching up, but we'll get there eventually. Yeah. Yeah, link down in the description. Oh, see ya.